going to do a beautiful yoga practice this morning. If you practiced with me before, you know what to expect, the unexpected. If you have not practiced with me before, don't freak out. It'll be a great morning routine for us to start out with. Okay, this morning we're going to start standing. Just because we've been in a situation where maybe a lot of us are at home, we're sitting, and we're not sitting in the best positions, we're crouched, we're hunched up, we're doing a lot of things that we don't normally do. If you're still working, you're still probably sitting. So let's start with feet hip distance apart. Bring the shoulders back and down. Lift your toes all the way up and let them come down and spread wide. So let's find that grounding position as we stand today, okay? Bring the shoulders back and down again and just come into a nice mountain pose. Hands open wide. And let's find our breath. As we find our breath, let's take a good deep breath in through the nose. And we want that push at the back of the throat. So breath in. So you should be able to hear that breath coming out. Again, breathe in. We want to find our breath now so that as we're working through our practice this morning, we can use that breath. Let the shoulders settle. And this morning I'm not going to have any music on, so if you really need music to help you through your practice, go ahead. Flip your phone on, flip your stereo on, whatever you've got around you, go ahead and turn that music on. Let's take arms overhead. Breath in, reaching high to an extended mountain. Drop the shoulders down, okay? So if they're scrunched up by your ears, that's not going to help your posture any. You want to bring them down. Bring them back and reach through the fingertips, extending the spine. Again, thinking about the positions we've been in. We want to extend that spine, give ourselves length right now. Let's take a forward fold. So coming all the way down, swan dive down, fingers touching just outside of the feet. Give your head a little shake. Let everything settle. Open, and take arms up, breath in. Finding that breath. And swan dive down one more time, please. Let's lift to extended mountain. And we're going to come all the way to the back of the mat. We're going to step back, okay? Feet again are going to be hip distance apart. Let's take the arms up, breathing in. And swan dive down, forward fold, tucking belly button to the spine. So push your belly button all the way to your spine to kind of tuck and roll out here. Now we're going to move into our first down dog. So we're going to walk our hands out. And since this is our first down dog, let's walk the dog a little bit. So that just means bending one knee, then the other. Again, just to lengthen out the calves, we want to have hands underneath or forward with fingers wide. And they want to be equally supported. So you don't want to be overweighted on one side or the other, okay? Let's set our dog. So bring the heels down, lifting hips high, head drops between the elbows. We're going to roll forward into our first plank. So coming forward. right back into down dog again. Okay? Reaching again, lifting the hips, dropping the head in between the elbows, reaching long. We're going to pull ourselves into that plank position again. Again, holding for 3 breaths. And pushing back into our down dog. Now we're really going to kind of roll into our vinyasa. So let's go ahead, set this dog, lift the hips high again, and this time as we roll forward into our plank, we're going to sink down through crocodile. So roll forward, keeping the elbows close to the rib cage. Let's sink down, and then push into baby cobra or into a full up dog. Squeezing your butt, flattening your shoulder blades against your back. Now, set the knees down. We're going to come into a cat back, and we're going to come down into cow. Now, if you have some low back issues, you may just want to come to tabletop and stop there. Shift your weight back, coming into child's pose, reaching for the short edge of the mat. This is my 3rd breath, so we're going to come forward into plank, and we're going to push into down dog. So now we know what we're doing. There's a lot in there, but we're going to roll through this as more of a flow this morning, okay? So we really want to create a rhythm. So coming forward, sinking down, choosing your option, knees down, coming into cat, down through cow, or stopping at table, and pushing back into child's pose. Reaching through the fingertips and settling the upper body close to the mat. We're going to do this one more time. So coming up through our plank, pushing back to down dog, and roll through at your own pace now. Sinking down, opening heart center up, pushing back, rolling the spine up, taking advantage of this big stretch, and pushing into child's pose. Let's bring ourselves back to the beginning. So come to plank, please. Push yourself into down dog and walk your hands back. Staying in this forward fold for just a minute. Slight bend to the knees. Push yourself to extended mountain. Nice. And anytime we're coming up from one of those, the forward fold position or a lower position, you're going to want to use your legs to push you up instead of dragging your upper body up with you. Okay? We're going to come into a nice warrior two position. So finding that position that suits you the best. Usually we want to think about heels and heels lining up, and your foot position in the back is dictated by you. So where you want to feel it is in your glute and down your legs. You want to push to that long edge. Maybe your foot needs to turn in a little bit. Maybe it needs to turn out. But we want to feel that strength here, not in your knee, okay? And as we lift into our nice warrior position, I call this my wave warrior sequence. So it's going to be like a wave rolling in, receding, peak of the wave, and then flat ocean. So that's what you can think about as you're going through this. So you have a nice thought process in mind as well as emotion. So here we go. Extending the arms out. Finding that position. Your arms are fairly light. There isn't tension in your arms. Okay? They're sort of just here. The party is down here. These guys are just hanging out at the party. They're kind of at the punch bowl. Pretty soon they're going to head towards the dance floor though. So here we go. Taking your arms back into Sun Warrior. Opening up the side body. Now if you need to, go ahead and brace on the leg. If you want a little bit more, you're going to be here. You're going to roll. Here we go. And again, if you need to brace here, go ahead and stretch long or keep this extension with both arms. Lifting high, you're going to straighten your leg. Coming up, drop shoulders. Bend the knee, arms come down through heart center. And reach out, flat ocean. So let's do that again, okay? Here we go. Rolling, waves coming toward the shore. Pushing into that back leg. Wave recedes. Reaching out over that bent knee. Reaching high, extending the leg, dropping the shoulders, and through heart center. Let's do that one more time. Roll. So it's a breath in, breath out. Lift with a breath. And release the breath. We're going to wing our arms down. We're going to turn that back leg so we're in a nice long lunge, okay? Lift your chest high. Push that heel to the back or side wall, whichever wall your heel is facing. You're going to leave your left arm down, and you're going to twist towards that right knee. Now, whenever you're doing a twist, you're twisting through the torso. It's not just craning your arm back, but you're taking a twist through the torso. The arm follows because it has no other choice. Hand comes down. Lunge again, pushing through the heel. Place the hand flat. Twist one more time towards the knee. And hand comes down. Now let's walk ourselves around to the other side and set up our warrior two. So again, heel and heel, lining those up and settling into that position. Taking the arms wide as you need to and turning your foot as you need to make that leg be strong. Okay? So again, you should feel it in your glute. You shouldn't feel it in your knee. If you feel it in your knee, you need to change that foot position. Here we go. Breathing in, settling into this position. All right, breath in, taking it over, reaching through, release your breath, all the way out. Breath in, rise, and extend the leg, hands through heart center. Do it again. Roll. And move with your wave. Extending the leg. Reaching high, dropping the shoulders. Big breath in. Release the breath. Let's try it again. Last time. Lifting the chest high. A leg is shaking like crazy. Put your right arm down. Left arm reaches up. Again, twisting through the torso. Stacking shoulder on shoulder. Bringing that hand down. And again, lifting the upper body, pushing that leg behind you. And right hand down, left arm, twist through the torso, reaching up. Look at the hand if you can. If that's too much, go ahead and look down. That's okay. Hand comes down. And let's walk around to center. Okay, let's take legs wide and settle down into it. And come on up just for one of these right now. Let's open up that side body just a little bit and reach even further if you can. So we want to think about all of your ribs expanding when we're doing this. Come to the other side. Nice, beautiful. All right, I'm referencing my little notebook here, my little yoga notebook. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of strength and balance combo type of thing right now. So we're gonna come into, I'm gonna show you from the side so that you can see from the side. We're gonna come into our chair pose. So chair pose is exactly what it sounds like. It sounds like you're sitting into a chair. That's what you're doing. So feet can be, toes can be together, knees can be tucked together. If you're pregnant and you want to give the baby a little more room, you want to take feet hip distance apart so that you can give that baby a little more room. For the rest of us, glue your toes together, glue your knees together, sit as if you're sitting into a chair. You're going to tuck your seat under, okay? This is going to tuck under, your belly button's going to tuck here. Your arms come up. So from the front, if I was wearing a name tag, you could see my name tag. My name is Sue. You would see that, okay? Now, we're going to have a little fun with this. Just trust me. It'll be fun. You'll love it. Trust me. All right. So we're going to take our left leg. We're going to raise that up off the ground, keeping that position. If you need to stabilize, bring hands down. If the arms up is too much, okay? So you've just lifted one foot. Now take knee to knee. Sweep the arms behind you. Flatten the shoulder blades. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. You kind of look like a bird now. Coolest bird ever. Now, push the leg behind you into warrior three. Heel is flexed. Bring arms overhead. Reaching long. I know, right? Take the arms behind you, knee to knee. Again. Breathing. This is where you really need to find your breath. Extend out again. Ooh. Holy Moses. Good job. All right, let's take the legs in. Extend. Breathe. Little forward fold. Get your breath back. Settle in. It's okay. And round up. Shake your standing leg out. Okay? All right, so I'm going to switch sides so you can see it from the other side again. Okay? So here we go. We're going to take ourselves into that beautiful chair pose. And the seat tucks. See how that tucked in there? See how that rotates? So you don't want that curve there because that's going to put pressure on the low back nice pigeon and then a supine stretch. So we're going to move through those rather quickly. We don't have much time left. I love being here with you guys. So let's make this happen. So I'm going to come down and I have my right leg forward, okay? My left leg is extended behind me. Now, if you find that that is not your position, that's okay. You can come into a 90 position here. You want to make sure that your foot is flexed so that you get the best stretch that you can, and it takes a lot of pressure off of your knee. So we're just going to come down. And to start out so that I get used to it, I can hold my foot here because that flexion wants to go a lot of times when we want to point our toe. Okay? So we'll just come down, hand on knee, and I'm just bringing chest to the mat or to my calf. Now, if you want to go further, you sure can. You can come down to here. You can extend all the way out. Whatever you would like to do. We're going to come back up. Settle in, pushing that hip back again. And let's go down one more time. So let's come forward. And as we come up this time, let's bring that back leg in. So as we bring it in, we're bringing that heel towards the butt, okay? And you're going to want to turn yourself around so you're facing the side again. So that your chest and shoulders are facing or on top of your knee and foot and so on. Now, if you want to, you can go a little bit further. You can tuck the toe in and you can come into a mermaid. Whatever feels right for you today. And if you're trying to figure out how to do this, start out just by getting the toe into the elbow, okay? Then lifting off and seeing where you're at, okay? And then just keep working towards it, okay? And release. And let's come around to the other side. So again, this side might be more flexible, might be less flexible. Coming on down, choosing where and how far you want to go. Lifting up through again, coming back, lengthening out through the front of the thigh and the psoas, getting a little bit of length in there and settling in, and then coming back down one more time. Let's go ahead and lift that leg, bringing it up, heel to butt, turning the shoulders. And again, if you want to go for a little bit more, you can certainly try mermaid. And there's no one here to, nobody's going to see you. So if you try and it doesn't quite work, or you fall over, nobody knows. I don't know, I can't see you. It'd be weird if I could see you in your house doing this now. So go ahead. Try things you wouldn't normally try when you're here with me. And release. All right. As we're coming to the end of our practice today, we're going to come down into a nice supine stretch. So arms are going to come out wide like a T, and we're going to take one leg and we're going to flop it over the other one. So we're cross leg. We're just going to drop those knees to the front, and then we're going to bring our shoulders back to the mat so that they're flat. Okay? Hand to knee, and let's extend that leg. And then we're just going to come into this nice twist. And we want to think about pushing our sits bones down towards our heel. Okay? So shoulders are both on the mat. Sit bones are pushing towards our heels. Nice, easy breath. Again, coming back to our breath. Coming back to that breath that we established at the beginning. Once they touch down, then adjust your shoulders. You see, I lifted my upper body to bring my shoulders back into place. Hand to knee, extend the leg, pushing the sits bones towards the heel. Good, easy breath. Knees together, and we're going to end with a happy baby. So, grabbing either the outside edge or the arch of your foot and bringing knees and thighs down towards your rib cage. Again, with the amount of sitting you've been doing, you have to decide, is this enough for me? Maybe I want a nice little rock back and forth. Maybe that's okay. Maybe you get that nice little massage in there. And slowly bring the feet together, grabbing the back of the thighs and rolling up. I'm going to let you guys do your relaxation and your savasana yourself. You can move through this. It's an easy time to straighten out and just lay for about 5 minutes and just give yourself that nice beginning breath again to end out on. Thank you so much for your time and your energy that you brought, even though it's at a distance. And as I always tell you, no matter what you think in your head, and no matter what anyone ever told you, you are beautiful and you have worth. We have the beautiful and awesome Jamie, who is going to be on at 10 tomorrow. She will be doing upper body Pilates. So I'm very excited, so please tune in and see her. And as always, with these difficult times, for those of you who are struggling with mental health, we see you, we hear you, we're here for you. Don't go this alone. Call a friend if you need to, and take this time now to meditate and breathe. There is an end. There will be an end. Thank you. Miss you guys.